Weather Plus, WKYC station, Betsy Clean. How are you, Betsy?
I'm great, how are you?
Good, good.
Excellent.
So, thank you for making time for us.
Oh, sure.
And we would just like to introduce our viewer what's going on, how much work it takes before you create the weather forecast, and how much work is involved with this.
There's actually quite a bit that goes into it. I am, kind of constrained by time. I'd love to just sit and pour over different models and all that kind of stuff, but I don't necessarily have time to do that because, of course, we start. There you go. That's what we start looking at. And you have jet stream, you have mid-level, the height of it, and then you also have the possibility of, some storm spin going on there. And then you get into sea level pressure and precipitation chances, and then 850 millibar temperatures. So there's a lot that goes into it. But what ends up happening is I take what I need out of it, and I have my little numbers down here, and then I crunch that out, and I compare it with the statistical output, which is a whole bunch more numbers, and then it becomes these numbers up here, which is my forecast.
Is there some funny story just you would like to ever share, like something sticks in your head?
Well, my first tornado warning was a disaster. My first tornado warning ever out of college. There was one line of storms that came through and it knocked the power out, so I was in the shower getting ready to go to work, power goes out. So I get in the shower, I'm dripping wet, I'm like, the station will have power. Put on a tank top or a t-shirt and shorts, grab all the stuff I need, head into work, and as I'm walking in the door at work, there's an engineer standing in the weather office. He goes, yeah, there's a tornado warning. He clipped a microphone on me and said, you're on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pointed to me. Now, I was completely sopping wet, no makeup, t-shirt, shorts, had no idea where the tornado warning was because I hadn't even looked at anything, and I froze. I just was
That was tornado.
and then I just kind of went, there's a tornado warning for Adam County, and we got so many complaint calls from people that were like, we're more scared of you than the tornado, and it was just a really bad situation. Very bumpy start, but I think I've gotten a little bit better since then. This is how I finalize my forecast. I say, Dick, is it going to be 81 tomorrow? See,
Yes.
he's nodding, see? He agrees, right? So then I
Totally
say, Dick,
agree.
I have 84 for Saturday. What do you think? Oh, see, that's kind of the wobble. He's not so sure about that one. So I always ask Dick Goddard.
Man, it's a real science,
It
don't
is.
you think?
That's the scientific part of it. And actually, himself, that's what I call Dick Goddard, gave me a copy of his book. He'll be so excited I'm schlepping it for him. And he signed it to the second best weather forecaster in Cleveland. Isn't that great?
Oh, there's a mistake. He put second.
Well, yeah. You tell him that. I'm not telling him. But no, we have lots of fun. I mean, weather is weather. It's going to be right. It's going to be wrong. It's different 5 miles from here than it is right here. And especially once you get into wintertime with the lake, it all just kind of gets mushed together. But that's part of the fun of it. It's almost like a game. There's a lot of strategic positioning. You think one thing goes this way and this goes this way, but your experience says, oh no, wait, I remember this happening, and that's where I think it starts to get really fun and
That's
a lot
when
more
the
involved.
experience is necessary.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, last question, very fun. Do you sing in the shower? And if you do so, what is your favorite song?
I do sing in the shower, and I sing Skinnamarink-a-dinky dink.
Skinnamarink-a dinky dink, skinnamarink doo. I love you. And we love you too.
There you go.